Okay, we're here at Omaha Central High School with 2022 offensive line prospect Deshawn Woods. First of all, Deshawn, you had a very, very big sophomore season. Talk about your year and what really stood out kind of about your year for the Central this past season.
What really stood out for me was just being a team. Like, our team bonding was actually pretty great, better than last year's. Another thing that stood out for me was just getting to know, like, mainly our new offense, being able to have mainly offense, mainly defensive sides of the ball.
And, you know, as far as recruiting goes, a number of teams took notice of what you accomplished on the field this past year. You picked up some big Power 5 offers. How surprised were you just to how fast things have come for you already?
I was very surprised because when I was growing up, I usually thought, like, junior, senior years when you get all the recognition. But to be a sophomore with this opportunity to be able to go to big Power 5 schools, big O-line schools are just really great.
And when you look at the teams, kind of give us a rundown of who's recruiting you, who's offered you, and kind of your recruiting process right now.
So my first offer was Iowa State, Coach Campbell mainly. I see him most of the time. Oh, snap. Who's second? Oh, SDSU. The head coach, the co-coaching staff came up. Who's third? Nebraska. Their coach came up. Iowa City or Iowa came up. They offered me over the phone. Well, they came up, then they offered me. And then Mizzou also offered me.
So when you kind of look at all that right now, what's jumped out to you about those 5 teams? I mean, anything in particular?
Their O-line coaches, they either have a background there at the school or they've been there for a long enough time to know what they're doing.
Are most people today telling you probably offensive tackle, offensive guard, everything? I mean, what are you hearing the most for positions at the next level?
Offensive tackle.
And how much do you like that position? I mean, do you feel like that's a perfect fit for you at the next level?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to be offensive tackle since I was younger.
And so as far as your strengths, what do you think you do well as an offensive tackle?
My pass blocking.
And a lot of young guys don't know how to pass block very well. I mean, how did you pick up the skills so easily?
Just listen to coaches.
And as you kind of look ahead to the recruiting process, you've got all these early offers. What is your plan maybe for the spring? Are you looking at going on some visits, and then are you looking at maybe doing some camps or events over the summer?
Yeah, I've trained off-site with another coach that also coaches here. I'm going to probably go to 2 camps, O-line, D-line camp at LSU, go to see some spring practices for college that have recruited me, and just off-season grind.
So is LSU, I know they send a coach up here to recruit. Is that a school that you want to go and show what you can do and get an offer from them as well?
Yes.
Of all the schools besides LSU, I mean, who have you heard from that hasn't offered you maybe that you're interested in and hopefully, you know, earning an offer from?
Notre Dame.
Is that a place that you're looking to get out to as well?
Yeah. It's hard to contact coaches because it's not really.
Other than Twitter and things like that. What was I going to ask you here? So are you going to go to some spring games or junior days? I mean, do you have anything like that?
I've been to one junior day. I'm planning on going to more this month. Next month is March. Yeah, next month.
And growing up, did you grow up in Nebraska your whole life?
Yeah.
So did you grow up following Nebraska? I mean, so getting that Nebraska offer within your family, was that a big deal?
It was a big deal because it's an in-state, closer to home. I like to be close to home, but then I don't like to be close to home. So it's like far enough away. The coach there, Coach Austin, he's been there. He played there also.
So as far as like your recruiting process goes, there's always a notion, the Nebraska kids stay home. But you sound like you're a guy that's going to be very open with this approach. I mean, is that
very
accurate?
Open?
And I mean, are you a guy that's going to want to like spend the whole next year really kind of thinking about things? I mean, do you want to be a guy that commits early in your junior year or
not early
after your junior year is over? Probably. Who have you talked to? I mean, do you follow or talk to any other guys that have gone through this process before?
I've talked to most of my coaches have been to the next level, so I talk to them mainly.
Mm-hmm. And what are they telling you, just like as far as how to go about the process?
What fits best for me, the schooling, education mainly, student before athlete.
Anybody? Do you have a leader yet? I mean, is there 2 or 3 that kind of pulled ahead for you, or as you kind of look at the teams that have offered you and that are looking
Iowa, Nebraska, Iowa State.
those are kind of your 3 that you're really zoned in on today?